Enter the wild world of JUJUTSUkaisen, where the power system brings forth a plethora of manifestations of cursed energy. Among these, one character's domain expansion takes the complexity to a whole new level, and that character is none other than Hakari, a third-year maverick at Jujutsu High. Now, Hakari is not your typical student. He's got a rebellious streak, clashed with authority, and now runs a fighting ring on the side. But what truly sets him apart is his love for gambling, and his domain expansion is a reflection of this penchant for risk and reward. Picture this, a materialized version of the iconic Japanese game pachinko. For those unfamiliar, pachinko is Japan's ingenious workaround to gambling restrictions, akin to slot machines, but with a unique twist. It involves shooting small silver balls at lightning speed, bouncing them off pins, aiming for increased probabilities, and hitting those sweet jackpots, which in the real world translate to a monetary gain. Simple, right? Well, not quite. The intricacies of pachinko are like a maze, and Hakari's domain expansion mirrors these baffling rules. For many non-Japanese JUJUTSUkaisen fans, trying to decipher the chaos within Hakari's pachinko-themed domain expansion proved to be an enigma. So imagine being thrust into a high-stakes game where every move counts, and the rules are as cryptic as the game itself. Hakari's domain expansion adds a layer of complexity that not only mirrors his love for gambling, but also leaves fans, especially those outside Japan, scratching their heads. It's a gamble within a gamble. And in the world of JUJUTSUkaisen, it's a game where the stakes are nothing short of supernatural. Before we begin, please kidnap the like button and throw it into a volcano, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. Now, let's begin. Many people kinda don't understand Hakari's domain. So first I'll explain Hakari's domain and also explain the rules within his domain. Now, let's begin. In the captivating realm of JUJUTSUkaisen, characters often spill the beans on their abilities during a good old brawl, but enter Hakari, whose cursed technique is like a riddle wrapped in an enigma. The catch, even when he spills the mystical tea about it, his opponents are left scratching their heads in confusion. And guess what? That confusion works like a charm for Hakari, giving him a sly advantage as the conditions of his idle death gamble domain unfold. Now let's dive into the chaos of Hakari's domain expansion. Imagine a game where with each play, he conjures a character, the ultimate goal, aligning 3 characters with matching numbers to hit that sweet jackpot. But here's the kicker, he achieves this through strategic moves known as rolls, which are essentially his in-game actions. And these rolls, well, they come in 3 delightful flavors: reserve balls, doors, and consecutive effects, aptly named visual effects in the game. So, picture a showdown where Hakari, the master of confusion, is playing a high-stakes game within a game. His opponents, left befuddled by the intricacies, find themselves on the back foot trying to decipher the rules while Hakari pulls the strings. It's a symphony of chaos and in the unpredictable world of JJK. Hakari's cursed technique is the tune that keeps opponents dancing to his perplexing beat. Get ready for a mind-bending spectacle where confusion reigns supreme and Hakari plays the ultimate card of unpredictability. Hakari's domain, inspired by the classic game pachinko, takes a mind-bending twist by infusing a shoujo romance storyline into the mix, creating a mesmerizing game dynamic known as Private Pure Love Train. Now, this isn't your typical gambling scenario. It's a full-blown romantic roller coaster within his domain, where characters play out scenarios straight from the pages of classic shoujo romance tales. But here's the fun. Hakari's reserve balls and doors, 2 key visual effects in this love-infused gamble, are akin to peas in a pod. Both generate straightforward attacks within his domain, adding a touch of chaos to the romantic narrative. The catch? Hakari can unleash these attacks even outside his domain, showcasing his flair for surprise. Remember that time in JUJUTSUkaisen when he summoned train doors to trap our protagonist, Yuji Itadori? Well, that was just a sneak peek. In the world beyond his domain, it's a simple attack, but within those enchanted borders, they are the crucial steps leading to that elusive jackpot. So as the love story unfolds in Hakari's domain, becomes the stage for romantic chaos. Don't be surprised if reserve balls and doors take on a whole new level of significance. It's a wild ride where love, gambling, and mystique collide, and Hakari is the master conductor steering the train through this unpredictable adventure. Get ready for a whirlwind of emotions as the shoujo romance meets the high stakes of pachinko in the one-of-a-kind spectacle that is Hakari's Domain. Enter the thrilling world of Kenji Hakari's cursed technique, where even the action names sound like a roll of the dice. The consecutive effect, aptly nicknamed the pseudo roll, adds an extra layer of gamble to Hakari's arsenal. Picture this: with a pseudo roll, he can replay a sequence, turning back time on the damage dealt to him by an opponent during that moment. It's a strategic move, a calculated risk in the high-stakes game Hakari plays, but hold your cards. There's a catch. Hakari isn't one to throw the dice carelessly. He strategically deploys the consecutive effect when the odds are already in his favor for hitting that elusive jackpot. Why? Because every gamble has its downside, and using this pseudo roll tends to decrease the chances of drawing a dude in the subsequent visual effect. Now, let's talk luck, a crucial component in Hakari's game of chance. After choosing a visual effect, he can spice things up with a Rishi scenario, a visual spectacle that builds anticipation for the third roll. The catch? The color determining the triggered scenario is randomized, adding an extra layer of unpredictability. While it's a luck-based dance, Hakari, with the grace of Lady Luck on his side, emerges as one of the luckiest characters in the Jujutsukaisen realm, turning his cursed technique into a finely tuned instrument of efficiency. Get ready for a roller coaster of luck and strategy, where Hakari plays his cards right in the ultimate gamble of jujutsukaisen. The probability is more than just a number, it's a game changer. Buckle up as we dive into the heart of the gamble. Beyond the basic probabilities tied to each scenario, Hakari wields special chance boosters that can tilt the odds in his favor, even in the face of an unfavorable Rishi scenario. But here's where the game gets truly exciting: the rainbow-colored ball and 4 consecutive effects. If Hakari snags either of these power-ups, he's in for a guaranteed jackpot. Now, picture, when Hakari hits that jackpot, he transforms into one of the juggernauts of Jujutsukaisen. His domain expansion takes a bow, and the symphony of victory begins with the melodious tune of Admiring You playing loud and clear. For the next 4 minutes and 11 seconds, Hakari experiences a power surge like no other. The constraints on his cursed energy vanish, granting him the freedom to unleash the reversed curse technique without a hint of restraint. In simpler terms, he becomes a force to be reckoned with, invincible and ready to dominate the battlefield. So when the jackpot bells ring and the music of triumph echoes, know that Hakari has stepped into a realm of unparalleled power. So to put it simple, Hakari becomes immortal for 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Once the grand performance of Admiring You concludes, Hakari's cursed energy takes a breather, returning to its normal level. Now here's where the brilliance of his strategy unfolds. This cooldown enables him to repeatedly unleash his domain. The intricate workings of the pachinko game come into play, creating a domino effect where the likelihood of securing subsequent jackpots increases after the initial triumph. Here's the kicker: every obtained jackpot gives Hakari a special bonus for the next game. Picture this bonus as a game changer, with 2 enticing possibilities. The first is increased spins, boosting the probability of hitting a jackpot on his inaugural attempt. The second is faster spins, a game-altering feature that accelerates his actions, ultimately reducing the time needed to achieve yet another thrilling jackpot. So in the rhythm of the pachinko game, Hakari not only revels in the afterglow of a triumphant melody, but strategically sets the stage for a continuous jackpot spectacle. It's a dynamic dance between cooldowns, bonuses, and the pursuit of that elusive jackpot, a spectacle you won't want to miss in the dazzling world of Hakari's cursed technique. Now, how is Idle Death Gamble rigged for Hakari? According to a theory by a JUJUTSUkaisen fan on X, Kenji Hakari's domain expansion isn't based on luck but is rigged for him to hit the jackpot. Firstly, his entire domain acts as a casino, meaning it will do its best to keep its user winning. This is also evident when one looks at Hakari's domain expansion rules. While the rules state a 1 out of 239 chance of hitting a jackpot, if Hakari even hits one jackpot, his chances of securing other jackpots are 1 out 30. This is because, upon hitting the jackpot, Riichi scenarios, chance boosters, and visual indicators increase the chances of hitting the jackpot. Thus, his chances of hitting a jackpot increase to about 75%. As the theory explained earlier, hitting the jackpot makes Hakari unkillable for over 4 minutes. Thus, if he hit the jackpot repeatedly, he could fight any opponent without the fear of perishing. So a question for you who's still watching. Do you think Hakari's domain is rigged or not? Tell me your answers in the comments section below. This took longer than I expected anyway. Please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads.